Content warning. This video has been filmed while life continues on around me. You may hear a chihuahua snoring, phone noises, creaky chair sounds, desk shifting, humidifier running, and so on. I do my best to keep all the crazy distractions at bay, but sometimes we just have to go with the flow. I appreciate your understanding. Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakina and your weekly pick-a-card message from the Fairies. Take a look at the 3 different piles and choose the one you feel most drawn to. Timestamps are in the description box below. Enjoy your reading. Welcome, Pile 1. Just a quick reminder that this is a general reading and may not fit for you. If you find this is the case, please consider choosing another pile or just passing on whatever doesn't work for you. Also, please like and subscribe. Okay, Pile 1, let's see what the fairies have to share this week. We have the 2 of Stones, or the 2 of Pentacles. We have the King of Cauldrons, or King of Cups. And we have the King of Spears, or the King of Wands. Okay, so the first thing that the fairies are saying here, with the stones, which is pentacles or earth element, with the cauldrons, which is cups, which is the water element, and spears, which is wands, which is the fire element, the element that is missing here is air. So the fairies are noticing that you're not breathing sufficiently. So they would like you to breathe. Deep breath in, send it out. Deep breath in, send it out. Start taking in more oxygen. You're not sick. You have a better chance of working with the fairies if you are breathing. You're already grounded because you have started your garden and, you're perhaps working in the soil and things like that. So you just need to breathe and enjoy that grounding, enjoy the work that you're doing. And you're putting a lot of thought or a lot of decision making into this fairy garden that you're creating for them. And if you're not creating a fairy garden, you maybe are thinking about creating a fairy garden, which can just be your typical garden. And this includes not just a garden with flowers, but also even a vegetable garden. So you're making a lot of decisions or trying to make decisions concerning this garden. And there seems to be a lot of very strong emotion concerning this garden. You want to be sure that it is a place that the fairies want to come. That seems to be very, very important to you because you feel if you give to them, they will give to you. In other words, it'll be a fair exchange of energy, and you want to be able to provide as much as possible for them so perhaps they can prepare, for the winter months just like you would like to. And the King of Spears or the King of Wands is saying you have the creative power here. They don't want to take away any of your creative power at all. They have creative power that they can help you, but that's only if you choose to accept it. Otherwise, they will gladly work with whatever it is that you decide to do. They know that your heart is in the right place for sure, that this is, the person they've always known you to be. And they also know you to be a very creative person. So they're thrilled with whatever you put out there for them. And they're saying this is very important for you to know. So breathe. Don't get so caught up in this choice that you don't breathe. Because anything that you put into this, your heart and your creative passion, they will use their magic to add to it in a beautiful, bountiful way. So create, they say, what you your heart dictates and what your passion dictates. Let that be how you make your choice. So pile 1, that is the message from the fairies for this week. Until next week, take care. Welcome pile 2. Just a quick reminder that this is a general reading and may not fit for you. If you find this is the case, please consider choosing another pile or just passing on whatever doesn't work for you. Also, please like and subscribe. Okay, pile 2, let's see what the fairies have for you this week. We have the Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the World. Sorry for the focus. Okay, so the fairies this week are sharing with you that they are calling you to learn how to really connect with the earth. They want you to get out there and feel how the earth feels and to listen to how the earth sounds and just to pay attention to everything that the earth has to offer. And they're saying that this isn't a one-day thing. This is something that could take a very, very long time to learn, but that it's well worth learning, and everybody has to start somewhere. They would like you to, as you're learning, to perhaps write down your thoughts, to analyze everything that you're experiencing. They want you to look for patterns. They want you to make connections with what you're seeing, feeling, hearing, touching, tasting. They want you to analyze it all. Have everything that you're experiencing become a part of you, a part of your thoughts, a part of your beliefs. Let it all sink in. And they would like you to do this through all of the cycles of the earth, through all of the seasons. Get connected to the earth in this way, and the fairies say that you will know what is going on, instinctively going on within the world from the earth perspective. And you will instinctively know what grows, what heals, what helps the earth. She'll talk to you. So the fairies are saying, get started with this. If you're in the season of spring, then this is the greatest time to get started. It's going to be a learning process and a long one, but well worth your time. So that is what the fairies have to share, pile 2. Until next week, take care. Welcome, pile 3. Just a quick reminder that this is a general reading and may not fit for you. If you find this is the case, please consider choosing another pile or just passing on whatever doesn't work for you. Also, please like and subscribe. Okay, pile 3, let's see what the fairies have to share with you this week. Excuse me. We have the Ace of Swords. We have Temperance. And we have the Knave of Wands, or Knight of Wands. Okay, so the fairies are sharing here that they know that you have some pretty major plans going on in your mind about I'm going to say the garden, since we have lots of growth here, the garden that you're going to create for this year if you're coming into the spring months. Obviously, if you're going into winter, this probably will not work for you unless you have like an indoor garden that you're working with. So the fairies are saying that, they're very much aware of the plans, the ideas, the thoughts that you have concerning the garden, and that you're really worried about having issues or having problems with the garden. And what they're sharing here is the best way to deal with the garden is to make sure that everything is in balance. In other words, when you go out into the garden, make sure your energy is high. Make sure that everything has the proper amount of water. Make sure everything has the right soil, the right nutrition in the soil. Balance the feelings that you have about the things that you have within your garden. So let's say you have, 2 different kinds of flowers in your garden. Do not give more love or appreciation to one flower over the other. That does not create balance. So what they're saying is the garden will thrive if everything has balance. And of course, that's not easy to maintain, obviously. The fairies can do it quite easily, but for humans, this is a difficult thing to maintain or to do, is not prefer one thing over another, or, to know exactly how much water something needs. So they're saying, don't be afraid to try something, to experiment a little bit as needed. So in other words, if you place a rock in a certain place and the energy doesn't feel right to you, move it to a different place after like a week and see how it feels in the other place. But they're saying they know that, perfection is a big thing for you, but they want you to put aside that perfection and allow yourself to experiment and not to put off doing something because you're afraid you don't know enough about it, or that it won't end up being perfect when it's done. This is something that the garden is an experimental thing. And if you're making a fairy garden, of course there's going to be challenges and growth. There is in every garden. But the fairies will help you out. They'll help you with the balance, but they want to see you doing some of that experimentation as well. They won't step in if they don't see you doing your part. So that is what the fairies have to share with you for this week, Pile 3. Until next week, take care.